Joe Zikas from YoChicago. I'm at 728 West Jackson, Haberdasher Square, with the great Ted Guarnero from Baird and Warner. Good morning, Ted.
Good morning. Good morning. We are here at Haberdasher Square Lofts, one of the really true loft buildings in Chicago, near Loop or West Loop, depending on who you're talking to. And you see we're inside the beginning of the lobby or foyer. Some of the great architectural features were left. 1922, the building was built originally as A.B. Dick mimeograph. Most people remember it as Hart Schaffner Marks. In 1992, the conversion for Hart Schaffner Marks happened, and actually I was one of the original salespeople. And it was interesting because you could walk in off the freight elevator into a 100-yard open area where they still had the mannequins and sewing machines.
I was at a great party that they held up here with jazz bands around and bars set up here and there. And
it seems like there was thousands of people here.
It seemed like there were thousands of people here for that opening party, and it was a swinging event.
Yep. And right before that party, I remember they were still not prepared for how many people were actually going to be purchasing, and we had nothing but a single card table, and we would be moving people out of the way in the morning that may have been using this area to sleep at one point. So it's funny, in just 15 years how we've gone from one single conversion to 15 or 20 loft conversions in a 4 or 5 block area.
Haberdasher really started the loft conversion trend over in this neighborhood.
They did. Shortly thereafter, I would say, well, I considered the competition was 1000 Washington, and now these two loft buildings are probably two of the prime loft conversions in the West Loop.
We were just shooting some of the terracotta statuary on the outside, and you were telling me a story about some of the history of that.
Yes, A.B. Dick originally put gargoyles above the front entrance, and they were his mentors and peers, and they included Henry Ford, Calvin Coolidge, and Thomas Edison. What I love about the building is it is a full amenity building. Not only do you have a 24-hour door staff, they take care of packages, receiving room, but we have 2 gorgeous lobbies, one on each side. So many loft conversions today. You'll have a 15 by 15 lobbies with a key card system. So this really does give you 5-star amenities.
You really find very few full amenity lofts in any part of town.
That's true. I think one of the benefits that allows Haberdasher to have that is we're dealing with 220 homes. A lot of these loft conversions end up being 50 or 60, where you just can't spread the cost of a 24-hour door staff over such a few number of homes.
And we're also looking at a project, since it's been converted quite a while ago, where all the unknowns have become knowns as far as assessments are concerned. That's
correct. It's got a stable monthly fee. Just about everything is included, and we'll get a chance to go up to the penthouse and show you all the great amenities. We're standing in one of the 2 lobbies at Haberdasher Square Lofts, where you see space is usually a luxury in most lofts today, but you have a luxury large lobby on both phases at Haberdasher, and that's probably one of the reasons people enjoy the building so much. A 2-bedroom, 2-bath, you're looking at over 1,400 to 1,500 square foot. And I'd like
a loft instead of
like a real loft. Yes, 12-foot ceilings, concrete floors, and a lot of people love that it still has the original hardwood floors. And homes above the 8th floor, some interesting information is, after the Depression, they built floors 8 through 12 at Haberdasher Square Lofts. And because labor was so affordable, you're going to see floors, and they call them matchstick floors. They're 1 inch wide, 12 inches long, and 1 inch thick, and they're butted together throughout the whole 1,500 square foot of these homes. To get a labor cost to do that today would be unheard of. Well, the building has indoor heated parking available, optional for all the residents, and there are a handful of outdoor secured parking spaces also. You're looking in the $30,000 range for an indoor heated, deeded, secured parking space. The building, because it's 17, 18 years old now, has a very stable reserve. Over the last 18 years, they've worked out any of the issues that you might have seen in a building built in 1922. Last 3 years, there's been no increase in assessments, and with 220 residents, it's keeping the building very stable.
What size range units would I have here, and give me some idea of the low price and the high price?
Sure. We've got a junior 1-bedroom that is in the $199 range, concrete, hardwood floors, open kitchen, separate dining room, side-by-side washer dryer. Monthly assessments are probably going to be in the mid $200 range. Our one bedrooms are going to run between $215 to $265 in price. Going to be closer to 900 square foot and probably in the mid $300 range for assessments. Two bedrooms at Haberdasher, we have them both in the concrete and the timber side. You're probably in the 12 to 1500 square foot range. And you're going to be somewhere in that mid to upper 300,000 for a large two-bedroom, hardwood floors, balcony, view, and assessments in the mid to upper fours. We earlier saw a three-bedroom, which was one of the largest homes, 2,000 square foot in the mid $500,000 range, and that would include parking. And you're in the mid $600 range for assessments.
Is there generally a selection of units available in the building, or would I have to wait for?
We see fewer homes available right now. I think the building is at a point where it's very stable. We might have 3 or 4 homes. Today we actually have 5 homes for sale out of the 220. And there are no 3 bedrooms currently available. We have 3 2-bedrooms, and they're all priced in the mid 300s, and 2 1-bedrooms, both in the mid 200s and up.
One question I always like to ask if I'm coming in from a distance and planning on having breakfast before coming to an open house, what do you recommend around here?
Why don't we go to Lou Mitchell's? It's only 1 block away. World famous, and everybody's been to Lou Mitchell's at one point.
And if you get here at the wrong time on a Sunday morning, you've got a waiting line.
Got to wait in line, but they're probably going to give you some milk duds and donut holes while we wait.
It's a freight elevator behind you, so.
I like to say it's a drive-in freight elevator. Really makes moving in to Haberdasher easy. And again, I want to mention another signature of Papa George Hames. You don't see a lot of your neighbor's doors with this large arched hallway. The similar signatures you saw above the kitchen with the drywall. Gives everybody a little more privacy.
Today, Papa George Hames is known for 600 Lakeshore Drive and 1 museum tower and some of the city's signature high-rises, but they really did a phenomenal number of loft conversions and gained a vast experience back in the day.
They did, and I think the sellout was in part to their design and their architecture and them kind of thinking ahead of the game. With all the privacy that you have, the wide hallways and the common areas.